Can you imagine consuming the entire contents of this half glass of sugar all at once, my friends? Is it difficult even in your imagination? However, the sugar content of a 600 milliliters bottle of Mirinda is high. 82.8 grams to be exact. Soft drinks have become so common in our culture that no matter what city or even country you are in, you can always find a bottle of Coca-Cola. Do you know that Coca-Cola is only sold in 2 countries? Cuba and North Korea, both. Soft drinks are consumed in all other countries, whether at cricket matches, wedding receptions, college canteens, or movie theaters. According to the company's website, 1.9 billion servings of Coca-Cola are sold each day. Do you have any idea how large this figure is? Furthermore, this is only one drink. When all soft drinks are considered, the total amount consumed worldwide is staggering. As a result, allow me to surprise you by revealing the ingredients of these drinks in today's video. Once you've identified them, share this information with your family and friends so they can understand what you're eating. This video will begin with a discussion of myths. Because this video doesn't intend to frighten you with lies. What you are drinking is what I want to tell you. One of the most common misconceptions about soft drinks is that they are referred to as toilet cleaners by critics. Can you compare Pepsi and Coca-Cola to toilet cleaners? The straightforward answer is no. This comparison is frequently used because toilet cleaners and cold drinks both contain certain acids. Citric and phosphoric acids are the acids found in cold drinks. Citric acid is naturally occurring. Citric acid can also be found in lemons and oranges. Phosphoric acid, on the other hand, is a common food-grade additive. It is designated as E338. Mold and bacteria thrive in environments with high sugar content. That bacteria's growth is inhibited by phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid can be found not only in soft drinks, but also in jams, processed meat, cereal bars, bottled coffee beverages, baking powder, protein drinks, and even cheese. Surprisingly, these 2 acids are also found in a variety of toilet cleaners. Lemon juice is frequently added to vinegar and baking soda in homemade toilet cleaners. Even so, comparing soft drinks and toilet cleaners will be incorrect. Because, as you may have learned in chemistry class, there are mild acids, dilute acids, and concentrated acids, which are stronger. Without getting too technical, phosphoric acid is a weak acid, and toilet cleaners contain stronger chemicals. As an example, sodium hypochlorite, as well as hydrochloric acid. These are used to remove tough stains. Hydrochloric acid is also present in our stomachs. It is a major component of gastric acid. You're not going to compare our stomachs to toilet cleaners, are you? Because chemistry is a complicated subject. Such conclusions cannot be drawn from a common constituent. Another common point is that the pH level of a soft drink is the same as the pH level of a toilet cleaner. You might remember learning in school that the pH level is used to determine acidity. The acidity of a substance. The pH of soft drinks is usually around 2.5, but do you know how acidic lemon juice is? It has a pH range of 2.0 to 2.6. Pomegranates have a pH of about 2.9. Grapes are roughly on the same level. If you understand this myth, you may wonder if it is safe to consume soft drinks. The answer is straightforward. No. Let's look at why not. But, before we get there, let me answer your other question. If I'm trying to expose the soft drinks, why was I defending them by clarifying the rumors? The simple reason for this is friendship. Misinformation is hazardous. Regardless of whether the conclusion is correct or incorrect, we should not attempt to reach the conclusion through misinformation. Come on, let's try to figure out why soft drinks are so dangerous. I won't go into detail about secret ingredients here. The widespread contamination, such as the recent news that pesticides were discovered in cold drinks. The pesticide residues in the soft drinks sold in Delhi were 30 times higher in Coke brands and 36 times higher in Pepsi brands. This occurred in 2004, 2006, and 2016, but this was out of the ordinary. It doesn't happen very often. In this video, I'd like to assume that the soft drinks we're talking about are free of such contaminants. And it is the original drink, as the company intends to make. Check the ingredient list by turning the bottle. Mirinda, the example at the beginning of the video, is a PepsiCo brand. Continue with that example, but there is a Coca-Cola brand called Fanta that is similar. These are the two largest corporations: Coca-Cola and PepsiCo. Mirinda and Fanta are rivals. Let's see how many calories they have. It is stated that 100 milliliters has 55 calories. So 55 times 6 is equal to 330 calories in a 600 milliliters bottle. To put it another way, a bottle contains the same number of calories as 2 aloo parathas. Oil-fried potato stuffed bread. Not only that, but if you eat a masala dosa with sambar and coconut chutney, you will consume the same amount of calories, if not less. You may believe that it is insignificant. The point here is that it will be your lunch if you eat aloo parathas or masala dosas. That will make you happy. Will a bottle of Coca-Cola or Mirinda, on the other hand, satisfy your hunger? These extra calories serve no purpose. In addition, you will need to eat lunch or dinner. Normal foods also contain protein, sodium, potassium, vitamins, fibers, fats, and other nutrients. But what do you get when you open this bottle? Calories with no nutritional value. There is nothing but sugar. A high sugar content. You won't believe how much sugar is in there. By way of comparison, I measured the same amount of sugar in an empty glass. Mirinda contains 13.8 grams of sugar per 100 milliliters. So 13.8 times 6 is equal to 82.8 grams of sugar in the bottle. It will fill half a glass. This much sugar can actually make you sick.
You may wonder how much added sugar is safe for human consumption. The answer is zero. Absolute zero, indeed. Because we're discussing added sugar. Not made from natural sugars. Natural sugars are obtained from foods. Lactose in milk and fructose in fruits are examples of natural sugars. When you drink milk or eat fruits, you get these natural sugars, which provide you with enough energy. These natural sugars completely meet your body's requirements. Added sugars are sugars that we add to our foods. The extra sugar we add when cooking or preparing food. Our bodies do not require added sugar, according to the American Heart Association, in order to function properly. As a result, the body requires no added sugars. Even so, how much of it can our bodies tolerate? How much added sugar is safe for our bodies? Friends, the recommended limit for an adult man is 36 grams per day, and for an adult woman is 25 grams per day. There are 82.8 grams of added sugar in this 600 milliliters bottle of Mirinda. You will exceed your daily recommended intake with just one bottle. That is why I say that consuming such a large amount of added sugar on a daily basis is enough to make you extremely ill. It would not happen overnight. If you do it for 1 or 2 days, there will be no major consequences. However, if you do it every day for years on end, you will experience joint pain, premature skin aging, liver damage, type 2 diabetes, pancreatic breakdown, and kidney failure. Finally, obesity increases the risk of a heart attack significantly. I mention this at the end because most people dismiss sugars as a sign of being a little overweight. However, very few people are aware of the other diseases, which are caused by an excess of sugar. The most dangerous aspect of sugar is that it can lead to addiction in the same way that drugs do. Sugar addiction was compared to cocaine addiction in a 2017 study, which explains why people who drink soft drinks do so on a regular basis. Few people claim to consume soft drinks only once every 3 to 4 months. People who are addicted to sugar will either drink soft drinks on a regular basis or, if they are not drinking soft drinks on a regular basis, will eat candies, chocolates, sweets, ice creams, and other sugary foods. They will consume these things on a regular basis if they contain a lot of added sugar. Other countries have been debating sugar overdose for some time. That is why, in 1964, PepsiCo introduced Diet Pepsi. Coca-Cola also introduced Diet Coke in 1982. There are no calories or added sugar in either version of the diet soft drinks. Is this to say they're safe to drink? Diet soft drinks contain artificial sweeteners. Aspartame, saccharin, and sucralose are a few examples. Friends, these artificial sweeteners have a tumultuous past. There have been numerous studies that link them to cancer. As a result, they were outlawed in many places. However, other organizations' studies concluded that there were no links to cancer. A recent study, conducted 5 months ago, on March 24, 2022, In France, on 100,000 adults, monitored the effects on these people for 7 to 8 years. They discovered that aspartame raises the risk of cancer. According to the official website of the Center for Science and the Public Interest, CSPI, aspartame has been linked to cancer. In other studies, these have been linked to heart disease, stroke, diabetes, kidney and liver toxicity, mental health issues, and even birth defects. Even so, I'd like to give them the benefit of the doubt and assume that the studies conducted in their favor are correct and the rest are incorrect. Leaving that aside, let's look at the remaining ingredients. This is only the beginning, my friends. I'll show you the ingredients in each one by one. Caramel is the next dangerous ingredient in them. Caramel is responsible for the dark brown and black color of Pepsi and Coca-Cola. There are numerous news articles from 2012 that link caramel to cancer. What exactly is caramel? It's essentially burned sugar. Ammonia and sulfites are heated with sugar. This produces the byproduct 4-Me, or 4-methylamidazole. Several studies have linked it to cancer, and it is classified as a carcinogen in the state of California. The law states that if the amount of this carcinogen in any food or drink exceeds 29 micrograms, it is prohibited. However, less than 29 micrograms are permitted. According to news articles from 2012, it was discovered to be 138 micrograms in soft drink samples, more than 4 times the allowable limit. Following the controversy, Coca-Cola announced that they would change their formula and use a new formula with lower 4-Me. However, these changes were only made in America. Similar laws exist in countries such as India and several other developing countries. A similar story broke in 2014, when an organization tested various soft drinks for 4-Me levels. Again, the levels of 4-Me in these soft drinks were excessive. On a related note, I'd like to inform you that food that has been burned beyond a certain point is harmful to your health. Don't eat it if the bread in your toaster has turned black, or if your vegetables have become so burnt that you can see black parts on them. They have a higher concentration of acrylamide. Acrylamide is a probable human carcinogen, according to the World Health Organization. There's a good chance you'll get cancer from it. The same logic is used here. If you burn sugar to the point where it forms caramel, it can also cause cancer. People who drink Mirinda and Fanta may believe that this is good news and that they are safe because their drinks aren't black. The following section is for you. How come it doesn't end? Where does the orange color in drinks like Mirinda and Fanta come from? E110 is the code name for a synthetic food color. Sunset yellow FCF is another name for disodium 2-hydroxy-1,4-sulfonataphenylazo naphthalene 6-sulfonate. Don't worry, I'm not going to question you. It is a petroleum-derived azo dye. However, it is critical to your survival. Benjamin Feingold, a pediatrician, discovered artificial food flavors in 1973. Children had become hyperactive as a result of this. It also had an effect on children's attention span. This is why, in the year 2000, countries such as Norway, Finland, and Sweden banned the sunset yellow FCF. What can they do if the other countries aren't taking action? Southampton University conducted a study in 2007 and discovered that E110 is linked to attention deficit in children. Children were found to have hyperactivity disorder. Following this research study, the UK's Food Standards Agency began paying attention to this issue the following year, in 2008. They advised the government to prohibit the use of artificial colors in food. They attempted to extend this prohibition to the European Union. In 2010, the European Union passed legislation requiring companies to display warning labels stating that it may have an adverse effect on activity and attention in children if artificial colors are found in their products. Several companies stopped using them as a result. But only in the European Union, due to the regulations in place. Once again, companies continue to exploit the rules, or lack thereof, in countries where these regulations do not exist. Continue to use the same ingredients. If you turn the bottle of Mirinda in India, you will see this written on it. Contains permitted synthetic food color, and there is a 110 in the bracket. Sunset yellow FCF's code name is 110, as I previously stated. Companies are very clever. They spend money in each country to fight court cases. According to PepsiCo's official website, they spent $3.6 million in America on lobbying activities. If you're unfamiliar with lobbying, it's basically legalized corruption in my opinion. Companies are allowed to pay political parties in countries such as America in order for the political parties to pass judgments and rulings in their favor. These businesses are concerned with their bottom lines. It's not about people's health. In countries where no regulations exist, nobody cares that they keep selling cheaper, cancer-causing products. Even in 2023, India has no such regulations for E110. It can be found in a variety of packaged foods. Our next ingredient is another example. E211 is a preservative. The preservative sodium benzoate is known by this code name. The US FDA conducted tests in a private lab in 2005 and discovered that these soft drinks contain benzene. Benzene is a gas that is emitted by vehicle exhaust pipes. This gas is released when coal or gasoline is burned. It, too, is a cancer-causing agent. But how does this gas end up in cold drinks? Following investigation, it was discovered that when benzoate salts, such as the preservative sodium benzoate, react with ascorbic acids, vitamin C is formed. They combine to form benzene. Only heat and light are required for this reaction. This reaction occurs when these bottles are exposed to heat and light. When this controversy erupted in 2007, PepsiCo and Coca-Cola were both sued. Coca-Cola announced the removal of sodium benzoate from their products the following year, in 2008. They would no longer use it in their soft drinks. You'd think this was a good thing. However, as I previously stated, companies take action in the countries where court cases are being fought. It is still a popular preservative in soft drinks in India. In any case, excessive sodium and salt consumption can lead to hypertension, which is why junk food is frequently associated with hypertension. Now for the next ingredient. Phosphoric acid is a type of acid. I mentioned it at the beginning of this video. Phosphoric acid is used in some cold drinks to prevent the growth of mold and bacteria. It isn't a particularly dangerous element because it can be found in milk. The disadvantage of phosphoric acid is that it can damage your teeth if consumed in large quantities. It has the potential to cause dental corrosion. This is why children are frequently advised to avoid soft drinks so that they do not ruin their teeth. Having damaged teeth due to phosphoric acid seems insignificant in comparison to the other consequences. Apart from these, when it comes to the rest of the ingredients, there are acidity regulators, such as Mirinda. However, these can be found in a variety of soft drinks. Citric acid is acidity regulator 330. This is found naturally in foods such as lemon and imparts a sour flavor. It is included to introduce that flavor. The sodium citrate formula is 331. A crystalline salt produced by the fermentation of citric acid. It aids in lowering the acidity of the soft drink and preventing oxidation from destroying it. Then there are chemicals labeled stabilizers on the ingredient list. E1450, also known as starch sodium octenyl succinate, and E445, also known as ester gum, are examples of food additives. Stabilizers and emulsifiers aid in the mixing of two liquids that would not normally mix. Stabilizers also help to keep the solution homogeneous. As a result, no lumps form. When you look at a soft drink, it appears uniform throughout. In the middle, no solids are forming. It's fine because these aren't particularly dangerous. Finally, the soft drink contains carbonated water, which has been infused with carbon dioxide. It provides the fizz in the cold drink. Soda refers to liquids that have been infused with carbon dioxide. As a result, all soft drinks are essentially sugary sodas. Because, if the other ingredients are ignored, the main ingredient here is water, specifically carbonated water. The water containing gas and sugar. Soda with a lot of sugar. This, my friends, is the DNA of soft drinks. When you have a guest over and offer them these drinks, you can ask them if they want to drink water with carbon dioxide and a lot of sugar. Along with artificial colors, such as caramel, which gives it a brown color, preservatives such as sodium benzoate, acidity regulators such as sodium citrate, and stabilizers such as starch sodium octenyl succinate, whose regular consumption has been linked to an increased risk of obesity, diabetes, osteoporosis, dental corrosion, hypertension, and other diseases. What exactly do you mean? Carbonated beverages. If they want to have a soft drink, think about it, who would want to drink it? After learning these facts about it, Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, and several major food and beverage companies, including McDonald's and Kellogg's, stated in 2014 that they will not market their products to children under the age of 12. However, indirect marketing is still prevalent today. Coca-Cola sponsored cricket tournaments and quizzes are held at schools.
In Coca-Cola ads you can spot children. So even if they don't market to children, They will include children in their marketing. Several celebrities have started becoming vocal about it. Such as Virat Kohli when he said that he will not renew the contract he had with PepsiCo because he doesn't want to endorse something that he doesn't actually consume. In 2014, Amitabh Bachchan had said that he stopped doing ads for Pepsi when a young girl asked him at an event why he endorses something that her teacher calls poison.
But there's a long list of celebrities and sportspersons that are still endorsing these companies and promoting them. Through this video, I want to make them realize that they should stop doing this. You must be waiting for the solution. As always, I'd like to give you some solutions. It is not easy to get rid of the sugar addiction. If you tell yourself that you'll drink these once every 3 to 4 months, because that's not very harmful really. Soon the 3 to 4 months will turn into 1 to 2 months. And then into weeks. And then you'll start consuming other sugary items. It is very important to fight sugar addiction. If you are thinking that fresh fruit juice and lemonade can be its alternatives, you are wrong. It is true that fresh fruit juices and lemonades will not have these chemicals and these cancer-causing elements. You will still be consuming sugar. Things like lemonade also have added sugar. And the fresh fruit juices are so concentrated that if you want to have 1 glass of orange juice, you'll need at least 6 oranges. And as I told you, there's natural sugar in fruits. If you consume the natural sugars at normal levels, there's no problem. But if you concentrate them so much, for example, eating 10 oranges at a time, which is the equivalent of 1 small glass of orange juice, it wouldn't be good for your health. Again, this will increase your sugar intake. The solution to it is quite simple. Get rid of cold drinks. Get rid of fruit juices. Get rid of lemonades. Simply, drink water. Yup, you heard that right. Next time you order pizza, burger, or you eat anything, really, and you want to have a soft drink, or sugary drink, don't bother with these, drink water, tap water. I have tried it in my life. I implemented it years ago. And I'm being completely honest. Once your taste buds are accustomed to low sugar intake, later, you won't like sugar. It will take some weeks. When you start replacing the soft drinks with water, your taste buds would have to get accustomed. But now when I try to drink water most of the time, rather than soft drinks, I have actually become accustomed to it. You too can easily get into the habit of it. Or drinking simple, pure water. Try to make the change in your life. And share this video so that this information can reach more of your friends and family. And everyone can take better care of their health. Like the video? You can watch the other videos in the playlist. For more such educational information. Thank you very much.